It's Bobbbaaaay, and we back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Purpose in the Youth podcast with your favorite bearded man, Bobbbaaaay. Today on the show, I have the lovely Nesrin Danan, also known as Blackprints. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
You're doing great?
Yeah.
Feels good to be back in sunny LA.
It does.
It's nice.
It's been pouring rain in Portland.
I would not be able to live there for that one reason.
But like when it's not pouring rain, it's like the best place
It's
ever.
beautiful, right?
Even when it's raining, it's not that bad, but it's like you just want to stay inside all day, so I haven't been doing anything.
It probably works well if you're a photographer.
Exactly.
For when you did edit photos, obviously, but obviously that's probably your nightmare if you're going to look and shoot outside.
Yes.
Because lighting, as we all know in the photography world,
lighting is key.
It is your absolute key. Who is Nesrin Danan today, and how young is she?
How young is she? Thank you so much for that.
Young.
I'm 22. Who am I today? I don't know. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I really don't know who she is today. I don't know.
You don't know? She's only, one of the most poppin' photographers out there.
I would not call myself the most poppin'.
No?
Like really, no. Not at all. I still feel like I'm struggling all the time, and then people tell me I'm poppin', and I'm like,
are you seeing the same
I'm like,
thing?
where?
Where?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. Take me back to Portland, though. You grew up there. You grew up outside.
I grew up in Corvallis, Oregon.
Okay.
So like 2 hours south of Portland.
Okay.
And I literally like lived in the same house forever, never moved, like whatever. And then I moved to Portland for college when I went to Portland State.
How is Portland? Because you said it's beautiful. Obviously,
it's great.
it's raining a lot.
I
But I've
literally
never
love it.
actually been there.
Yeah.
And it's a city I would love to obviously visit at some point in my life.
Yeah. I mean, when I graduated last February, I was like, oh, like maybe I'll move to LA, like whatever. And then I had this whole like tour book. So I went on tour and I came back and then I was like, I don't want to move to LA. Like I want to stay here.
Yeah.
It's like a really good home base, especially when you're traveling a lot. It's like come home to somewhere like more like low key and quiet.
You can get away from all the madness.
Yeah.
And the rent probably isn't as crazy expensive as LA.
Rent's like getting a little crazy because Portland's now on like all the lists of
On
like
the come
trendy
up.
places to move,
Yeah.
like places with clean air and water and no sales tax, and like so like it's becoming gentrified.
Hashtag clean water.
Literally, it's becoming gentrified like so quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, my rent is not cheap by
Okay.
any means, but I think it would be cheaper than if I were trying to live somewhere hella nice here. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Who was an early mentor for you or served as a positive influence for you?
like someone I actually knew or someone I just like looked.
It
up
doesn't
to.
even have to be somebody you knew. If they positively impact you, some of the mentors that I have,
Yeah.
they indirectly mentor me through their content. So it doesn't even have to be somebody that you directly were mentored by.
I mean, I really loved my high school film photography teacher because that's where I first started doing photo and stuff. And so he was like really just like, oh, like do whatever you want with it. Like, I don't care what you turn in. Like everyone gets an A for trying. But like, he also like
I
gave
love
you
that
like,
philosophy.
right?
Any teacher that had that
But he
philosophy.
also like gave you like some direction. So it wasn't, you weren't just like flopping around aimlessly, like taking film photos and like wasting film. But yeah, no, he was super cool. And that's how I learned about like composition and like colors and like learned to develop my own film in a dark room and all that. So he was cool. Shout out Mr. Minyard.
Mr. Minyard.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
But then like after I had him in high school, he like went to China to like teach photography in China.
What?
He like literally moved to Shanghai or something. I never saw him again.
See you later.
Yeah, like he actually went to China. I also, oh my God, I say this in every interview I do ever, but Grady Brannon made me want to be a photographer. Like I saw him like taking pictures at a G-Eazy show and I was like,
That's who I want to be.
I was like, I literally want to do that. And now we're like best friends. Like I saw him like 2 days ago.
That's gotta
we
feel
just
weird.
took tequila shots. Yeah.
Took tequila shots.
Yeah.
My nightmare. But that's got to be so cool that you're seeing that somebody like that you looked up to and you're like, I want to be like this person.
Yeah.
Now you could hit him up like, what are you doing tonight? You want to,
Literally.
That's
Yeah.
unreal.
He's great.
And that, when you walked into that photography class, you didn't have any intentions of like wanting to.
I mean, I didn't like not want to take it, but at my high school, like freshman year, they like assign electives to you because they're like freshmen don't know what they want to do. Like
course.
whatever. Like we'll just
Downplay
put everyone
them.
in a class.
Yeah.
And then later I found out everyone had kind of wanted to take this photo class because the teacher like did not give a shit. But I was like, I walked in there and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm going to hate this. I'm not going to be good at it. Like whatever. Cause like in middle school and high school, I like drawing. Like I was like really into like actual like art, like doing stuff.
Drawing
Now
pictures.
I literally haven't drawn a picture in like 5 years, so I don't even know if I can
Come
still do
on,
it.
gotta bring it back.
But yeah, so I didn't really want to do photo, but then I ended up really liking it. Yeah,
Just like that.
yeah.
Thinking back on that childhood, was there a certain failure or setback that has always played a role in getting you to where you are today? I feel like we all go through this journey. There tends to be sometimes.
I mean, I wouldn't say there was a specific failure. I wasn't that outstanding as a kid, so I don't feel like there were any specific successes.
Don't downplay yourself. I'm sure you were great.
I mean, it was fine. Like my childhood was whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think a lot of it was like when my parents were like, okay, no, like get a real job.
Yeah.
That I was like, no,
not happening.
And now my parents like look at my bank account and they're like, oh shit, okay.
She actually
like,
did something.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the things that like people were like, okay, that's not real. Like you can't really do that. Like what? Like people were never like, oh, your photos are bad, but it was more like that's not like find a different job and like do that on the side, like whatever. And I was like, no.
I think because people still are in that mindset that was the 1 in a million job, that you had to know the right person or you just had to be lucky. And
even like at that age when I was like, oh, I want to be a photographer, like Instagram wasn't really a thing. Like Instagram had like just appeared and like, I don't know, there wasn't as much like, I don't know, like access, I guess, for photographers and stuff, like online. Like they were like, who's going to hire you? You live in Corvallis, Oregon. Yeah. Like where even is that?
Where are you going to make this money
Exactly. So kind of like when I moved to Portland and I was like living in a big city and I lived by the airport and stuff, that's when I was like picking up hella jobs.
Damn, just like that.
Yeah.
And it kept moving and moving and moving.
Yeah. Somehow it's all a blur, honestly.
So you end up going, you have this passion, you start messing around with it, and you end up going to Portland State University. Yeah. Graduated 2017. You were a sociology major, marketing and advertising. With this passion already kind of starting to work and starting things to happen, what were your intentions going into college? Like, what was on your mind? Like, just get in, get the degree and leave, or...
I don't know, because like when I graduated high school, I wasn't like, I'm going to be a full-time tour photographer. Yeah. But I like couldn't really figure out where I wanted to go to school. I had applied to a lot of places and I was thinking like Chicago for a while. And I was like also thinking like NYU, but then NYU was crazy expensive and whatever. Yeah. And then I kind of just realized I was like basing it more on like where I wanted to live. And I was like, okay, so I want to live in a big city, like whatever. Like in-state tuition in Oregon is so cheap. So I was like, maybe I should just try out Portland State for a little bit, see if I like it, whatever. Went there. I was living in downtown Portland. Like, I loved it. So, yeah, it just ended up, like, being pretty great. I like sociology. Yeah. And, like, everything I learned in college definitely applied to real-life situations in the music industry. So, it was, like,
good the sociology aspect of it.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Like, soc and, like, psychology and even, like, advertising and marketing. Yeah. You learn how to, like... basically like manipulate people into giving you what you want. Like it was
that's how it is.
Very informative.
I hate to say it, but that's really how it is. It's trying to figure out what does this person want and what can I give them or what can I say that's going to make them give me what I want. Yeah. As selfish as it is, that's just the reality of it.
It was like good to like go to school and like actually learn things I could use in real life. I feel like people are like, oh, I'm like getting a business degree. Yeah. And then they just like take a bunch of math classes and I'm like, when are you going to use that? Yeah. Like learn real life stuff about people.
Calculus 3. Like how is that even gonna translate into your life?
I haven't seen a math problem since like high school.
Oh my God. Do not miss it at all.
Yeah, no, not at all.
When I was in college, I had to literally go to the math lab center every day.
Oh my gosh.
Just to get through it.
That's like my nightmare.
I was struggling.
That's my nightmare.
It was struggle city all day long for me. What do you think changed the most about you though, going from the person that walked in to college to the Nesrin that walked out? Like what was the change?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I graduated early.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I graduated.
You're 22 now. Oh, yes. So you probably a year early, full year? Or semester or something?
A term early, yeah. Okay. But I had like taken online classes while I was on tour and stuff, so I made it like really easy for myself. Even my last term, I wasn't taking like full credits, like I didn't need to. Yeah. So yeah, I would say I like worked harder. I definitely learned like time management and stuff. Oh yeah. Which made it easier for me to now be a grown up in real life.
Because you were while you were in school, you were balancing like a bunch
classes,
of shit. Trying to probably have a social life there. Yeah. Touring, doing events, doing shows, portraits, whatever.
Traveling, literally trying to go to the gym every day. Like it doesn't work.
God. How did you balance it all?
Well, freshman year, I really just did like school.
Like college.
I would do like, if there was a show in town and like I got a photo pass, I would like go. Yeah. But it wasn't like a main priority. And then like sophomore, junior year, I really started organizing my schedule into like Monday through Thursday, like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mm-hmm. After class, I would go to the gym and do my homework. And then at night, I would go to shows. On weekends, I would fly to LA, fly to New York, do whatever, like organize like brand campaigns, like all like
You found a way to
I had a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it was really hard because I had to get classes I wanted from those like
time
times.
slots.
Yeah. And so I would take some online, some hybrids where you only have to go in once a week.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no.
That's the benefit of going to the state school though, because they have, there's more, there's more available. Whereas I went to the private school and it was like, you want to take that class, it's offered once a week and it's on Tuesday at 6:30 at night.
Exactly.
Well, that's not going to work.
Yeah, no.
How am I supposed to take the class and balance
I'm so glad I could like finesse college like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who were you mostly like what was the beginning? Because I know it all started really, the first show you ever shot was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Yeah.
Was the Flat Tail Music Festival in 2012.
Yes.
What was it about that show that made you want to pursue this more? Because I'm guessing you went there with just, let's just go shoot some photos.
So for that film class in high school, we had to shoot like a roll of film a week. And so I just like took it with me to that concert. And I would like go to shows with my friends all the time. We were like really into EDM and stuff, which was like so weird now. Like looking,
everybody goes through that phase.
But like now I cannot go to an EDM show without like wanting to kill myself. But like I loved it. I loved it back then. So yeah, I would go to shows like whenever I could. My parents weren't really big on like me going to concerts.
They didn't like that at all.
No, because Portland was 2 hours away and that's where all the shows were.
Yep.
And then Eugene, like some shows would go to Eugene, which was only like 45 minutes away. So those were the ones I was like kind of allowed to go to. So yeah, I don't know. And Flat Tail, I just liked taking the photos and I was like popping on Tumblr. So I like posted film photos on Tumblr.
You said popping.
Like, yeah.
See you
I was popping on Tumblr.
Okay.
Like, I was popping. Like, that's how people.
I've never gotten into the Tumblr days.
That's how people found me, like from my Instagram and stuff. Wow. Yeah, no, I just like blogged about my life and shit, and like
just not caring, just putting it all out there.
No.
I'm just gonna let it be real, let it be honest.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I posted some stuff on Tumblr, and people are like, "These photos are really cool." Like all that. Like I don't know. And then I think DY found me from my Tumblr, or. Somehow I made that connect with DY, and so I shot a couple of his shows and I was like, I really like this. It's like so fun. But then I was like going into college and I was like, okay, now I have to like balance all of that with school. But like living in downtown Portland, I was close to all the venues and stuff. So I like got photo passes. Yeah. So it just kind of like evolved into like something I really wanted to do.
That's crazy. And it all started from Tumblr. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what were these photos that you were just starting off? Were you just doing concerts and then documenting like your life, like going to a coffee shop? Or?
It was like they were not even good photos. They were
all?
not. Tumblr was just like all the like emo teens were on there.
Yeah.
Like I had like 100,000 followers on Tumblr. Like that was
that's a lot of people when I think of it. But in Tumblr,
back in those days though, yeah, that was like one of the first websites where you could like have followers rather than like friends. It wasn't like MySpace or Facebook where you have to like add people and they add you back.
Put them on
like
your top
these
8.
people just followed me. Like I would go to New York and like get recognized on the streets of New York like multiple times in one day. Like my mom was shook. She was like, you need to stop posting pictures of yourself online. Like people cannot know who you are. And I was like, no mom, it's like fun. Like these are my friends.
You're like 18, 19 at the time? Or
no, I was
younger?
like 15 or 16. Like, yeah.
Oh, so you've been throwing yourself out there for a long time.
Literally. And my dad was like living in New York, so I would go to New York all the time. And that's like where all my other like Tumblr famous friends were.
Yeah.
So we would like go out and stuff. And literally fans would like mob us.
That is crazy.
It was unreal. And like a lot of people don't know about that phase in my life because then Tumblr kind of like died.
Yeah.
And then like Instagram became a thing.
And then you just transitioned right over.
Yeah. But like not everyone transitioned over. So it kind of became like you had to like make yourself popping on Insta again.
Were you just going as your name, or were you going under as Blackprints? Like, I'm curious to hear where that name came
Blackprints, like it was, I had like 2 or 3 Tumblr accounts and it was one of them, but that was the one I posted my photos on. So, and it just stuck. I couldn't change it now if I wanted to.
No, that's just part of the brand.
And people
now.
were always like, is there like a story behind it? I'm like, no. Like I wanted like blueprints, like the blueprints of a building because I thought that was like a cool word. It was taken.
No.
So I was like, oh, like Blackprint sounds like kind of edgy. Like, yeah. Like
we're sticking with it.
People loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's funny is I feel like times like that, you don't really think it through. You're just like, this sounds cool. Yeah. And then you realize as the years go, it's like, this is my name. This is my brand now.
For real.
There's no, I mean, I could try to change it, but people are always going to know you as that's Blackprints.
Yeah.
You know, see you on the street, be like, Blackprints.
No, literally, people don't actually know my real name. It's funny because it's like in my Instagram bio. It's not like a secret.
Yeah.
People are like, Blackprints. I'm like, hello.
Read the bio. That's what it's there for.
I'm like, I guess that's me. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
especially when I don't know somebody, I'll refer to them as what people, if they're an artist, obviously I'm gonna call them by their artist name. But if I know them on a first name basis, I'm gonna obviously like ask them like, or hey, what's up? How's Nesrin doing?
Yeah.
I know G-Eazy's been one of your, at least when I was reading some of like your past interviews, he's always been like the name that's popped up.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's like one of your favorites to shoot.
He's literally the best.
Why? What about him?
He was also one of the first artists I started working with, because when I saw like Grady taking pics, like that was when G was like, I guess
when is that like Tumblr Girls record era?
No, way before that.
Way before that.
Like I'm trying to think what year that was. I want to say like 2011 or 2012. Yes. And I didn't even know who G-Eazy was. I literally went to the show because Skizzy Mars was opening, and I was like, I fucking love Skizzy Mars. And so me and all my friends went, and they went to see G-Eazy, and I was like, I just like Skizzy Mars, like whatever. So we went to the show, and that's when I like saw Grady, and I was like, damn, that's like such a cool job. I want to do that. But then someone like tweeted at me or sent me like a Tumblr message or something that was like, you really need to shoot with G-Eazy. I was like, yeah, that would be dope. And then he replied and he was like, yo, let's set it up, like on Twitter. And he like followed me and like we DM'd a little bit, but I was still like living in Portland and whatever. Yeah. And then I was at some party in LA and he like came up to me. He was like, yo, like we follow each other on Twitter. Like I'm G-Eazy. I was like, I literally know who you, like, yeah.
He has a very distinct look. You know who he is. And I think he's like 6'3" or something. So obviously he stands out from a crowd. He's super tall.
Yeah, but like he was just hella nice, and he introduced himself to me, which is a very like non-Hollywood thing to do.
Of course.
Like when you meet Hollywood people at a party, like they pretend, like everyone pretends they like don't know who anyone is.
Yeah, I don't like.
But
that.
like they want everyone to know who.
I always break the ice.
Dumb.
I'm an East Coaster from Mass. Like I'm going
well,
up to him
I'm
like,
used
hey,
to
what's
like
up?
nice people like talking to me and stuff.
Like being an actual person.
Yeah. So it was really cool, and he's just a great guy. I shoot a lot of his shows and stuff when he comes through Portland. We've been to like some festivals together, and then I hadn't seen him in like probably like a year and a half. I hadn't seen him since Lala 2016, and I just saw him like 2 days ago, and he was like, oh my god, like
that's
it's
awesome.
Been so long. Yeah,
a lot has changed over that time for you.
But we've
for
been
him
friends for a long time. He's always like posting my photos, giving me photo cred. Like he's like a really cool guy, but he definitely helped my career advance quite a bit.
Yeah,
which is dope because a lot of like artists, like bigger artists, don't like want to take a chance on like a photographer who's just starting out or like whatever.
I've noticed that they tend to just stick to the only a couple people that they know and they build a relationship with, because you could say that they can put on that photographer by posting a picture with them and tagging them or whatever, but you notice that a lot of these relationships tend to be.
But it's also like, when you're touring and stuff, you don't want to tour with people you're not friends with.
100%.
Like you have to live with these people.
Yeah.
And so obviously like G has like a roster of photographers and stuff. And like I would shoot with him and stuff when he came through Portland, but I was in school, and so I was never able to tour like in college.
Yeah.
I did Warped Tour one summer. I'm never doing that.
I heard that's went off the rails, right? Yeah.
Literally. Oh my god.
The problem with the Warped Tour is there's no like set schedule. It's like everything changes. There's a million
changes every day. You were working 12 hours a day, being paid pennies. It was just like Warped Tour was like.
That was like your intern days almost, right?
Yeah,
like
it was honestly like very well organized. Like the people doing it, like they really knew how to, like when the schedule's different every day, they would just make it work. But too many people, like 1,000 people on the tour, just like, it was insane.
I couldn't do that.
But yeah, so like being a tour photographer, you want to like go through these situations with someone you actually like. So yeah, usually an artist sticks to like 1 or 2 photographers they can call up if they're like, hey, I need to go on tour. Like, do these dates work for you? Like, all of that.
I don't know if I could do that. That's not easy.
Oh yeah.
Who else have been some of your favorite? I don't want to say favorite clients or people that you've worked with, but that you definitely built relationship with, or that you've enjoyed working with.
G is like my longest relationship of someone I'm still actually friends with.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that I don't hate him.
Absolutely.
I feel like I work with so many people, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like Hollywood is crazy. Like everyone's crazy.
I feel like you shot almost everybody.
I
quickly scrolled through, like just like glimpsing at your IG, and you see everybody. Black Bear, Drake. I mean, all these phenomenal people.
Black Bear is super cool. We also have a very, very long relationship. Like I met him when I was like 17, 18, like had just moved to Portland, and he plays Portland like multiple times a year.
That's a huge market for him.
Yeah, he would come through all the time, like on different tours or just one-off shows or whatever. So that's cool. We're super good friends. Like been through a lot together.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
wanna-
also have like a lot of mutual friends, and so it's like friend groups and also like people I want to shoot with and have a business relationship with.
Oh, man.
And that also makes it like really difficult sometimes. Olivia O'Brien, I've been friends with her for like 3 years now, which is crazy. And we just did our first tour together. And she is someone I can definitely see myself working with for like the foreseeable future. Like she's so cool. We get along so well. Like we had to share hotel rooms because this was not like a high budget tour production. Like this was like, we're chilling, but like,
Act on the fly. We're going to have to make it work.
Yeah. So we were sharing a hotel room for this like 2.5 months. We had like a week break in between somewhere, but yeah, like about 2.5 months. And yeah, so we get along super well. She's really cool. I don't know. I've shot with everyone.
I know. Literally.
I'm like basically friends with everyone. It's just like some people after like working with them, you realize you're like, okay,
This
like,
is just a business relationship.
yeah, you like need to separate it. Like I can work with them or I can be friends with them. Like not
in between.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be a balance.
Yeah.
What should people expect? You know, you're working with everybody, so clearly you know how to deliver a good product.
I try.
You try. Very humble. What should people expect when they're coming across like your work? Like why is this a Blackprint image and this isn't me taking a picture on my iPhone?
So I don't really know, but people always say when they like see my photos, they like know it's my photo. And I'm like, I don't know how you know that.
Are you guys blind?
Like I was like, how do you know that it's me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it like a certain style? Do you use the same color? I mean, what do you think gets people?
It's so funny too because I'm like not like, you know, like some professional photographers are like so like professional about their work and they like develop all their own presets and they like shoot with like this kind of lens for this situation. I'm like, I've never taken this one lens off my camera. I use the Visco Lightroom presets and I just tweak them to like look like how I want them to look. And I use a different preset on every photo. And I just kind of like go with like whatever
You
looks
just roll
good.
with it. You just roll.
There's no method. I just kind of, I'm like, okay, what's going to make this look nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I use the same lens for everything. People are like, what lens do you use? What camera do you use? And I'm like, the same one I've been using for like the last like 2 years.
The budgets have gone up and I still am using the same equipment.
I'm like about to buy a new camera, but also I'm like, there's nothing wrong with my camera. So like, I don't want to.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You just roll with it.
It's like
there's
very low maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably good that you have that open mind and you're not very like, this is how we're going to do it. And
Yeah.
if it's not done this way, you know, you just,
Yeah.
oh, this is the image. We're just going to edit this. And
No,
keep
like
it.
literally.
You've worked with Bose, M&M's, Urban Outfitters, Postmates, Uber.
Yeah.
How have you been able to build these relationships and how do you make sure they are happy with these end products?
So when I'm in Portland, I am bored. A lot of the time, it is raining outside. A lot of the time,
Going back to the rain.
yeah.
Can't go outside.
So the apartment I live in now actually is like perfect, like studio space, like big windows, like white walls and stuff. So I shoot a lot of brand campaigns and stuff while I'm in Portland. So like for Urban Outfitters, they would like send me like a fat box of clothes every month, and I would like
Nice.
do photos for their social media and like whatever. Yeah, and like brands will hit me up to just like whether it's like an Instagram ad, like they want me to post about it, or if they just want me to shoot content for them. They really just like reach out to me.
You're at the point where I was gonna say, how do you initially build those relationships? But then when you're amassing this following and you have this resume of all these people you worked at, it's easy for them to find you.
I mean, there are a couple of agencies that I work with that are like not like exclusive, like I'm not signed to anyone, but they're just like, hey, like give us your info, build this little portfolio on our website, and like if a brand likes you, like we'll let you know and they'll pay you for whatever. So I have profiles with a bunch of those, and so that's how brands see my work and are like, hey, we want her to like post about this product, or we want her to just shoot photos of this product and send it to us so we can post it. So I work with a bunch of those agencies, and it's like super solid money, especially when I'm not touring and like the weather's not good, so I'm not actually booking shoots in Portland.
It's coming
there's
right to
always
you.
there's always brand work to do, so that's also a big part of like my career, my freelancing stuff.
Do you enjoy like having this balance, or I don't want to call it balance, but the concept photography, doing portraits with people, doing the brands? Do you like that you're doing all these, or do you think you'd rather just focus on one?
Like touring is my favorite thing because I'm traveling. I wake up in a new place every day. Like it's super fun. I don't really like living out of a suitcase and like being confined to like
I don't
5
think anybody
outfits.
does.
No, but other than that, like it's really fun. I just wish I could like do that all year round.
Yeah.
And
What's stopping you then?
Mostly because I don't have like management or anything right now. So I'm working off of contacts I already have and stuff. A lot of people already have photographers. A lot of people like, will take a break from touring and then they're not sure when they're going to go back out. So it's kind of like my touring stuff is like up in the air.
Yeah.
Like this year I did the Chainsmokers tour with Kiara.
Oh,
yeah.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah. And then I took like summer
I just did a
off.
podcast with Jeremiah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be coming out tomorrow.
Dope. Yeah, I love him.
Crazy.
Yeah. We only became friends on like the last day of the tour, but he's really cool.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Yeah. But then I took summer off because I was like traveling and I did fall tour with Olivia. But it's really just kind of like, who's going to hit me up?
Yeah.
Like, who wants to go on tour? I really need a manager.
I was going to say, it sounds like you're a bit.
If anyone wants to manage me and
send it through.
Yeah. Like if you can book me stuff, I'm down.
Yeah, because you just want to focus on what you need to do. You want to just have a couple texts with somebody like, hey, these are the offers, which do you like? Instead of going through that whole process of reaching out and trying to add the value. And that just sounds like something that you don't need to be doing. At this point, you do not need to be doing that.
Well, and I would like to get stuff that it's like, maybe I don't know the artist or maybe I don't know their manager or something. But like if they're looking for a photographer and it's like someone I would be interested in working with. So yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, I like kind of like balancing it out. Like portraits are fun for me. I just really like shooting with different people and like making something fun. So I like that. And brands pay the bills. That is where the big bucks are. So yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I definitely wish I was touring more though. So yeah.
What's going to have to happen then?
It probably will happen. I'm just like, when, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most photographers, as I said before we started this, they really kind of stay behind the lens, I feel like. I feel like a lot of photographers, all you're seeing on their Instagram and all the content they post is just the people they're shooting, and that's what they push. You're a little bit different. You scroll through your Instagram and you see a mix. You see photo of all these different people than you. Photo. Yeah. So you're, it's like you're building not only your brand, but you're also building like who you are.
Yeah.
How important has it been for you to do that? And I know obviously for brands and they need to see the face and stuff like that. But it's almost like you're confident enough to post these photos and share your life and open up.
Yeah, I mean, like before I was a photographer, I was like a normal person. So
which you still are.
But my Instagram was like just like pics of me and my friends, like me graduating high school, like whatever. And then when I started posting photos, I was like, well, I don't want to completely like lose that. Yeah. So every now and then I would just throw in like an iPhone pic or whatever, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think it's important to have myself on there just so people like know who I am. Because I hate going to a photographer's account and I'm like, cool pics, but like I literally don't know what you look like.
You have no idea what you look like.
Yeah, well, and, like one of my best friends in Portland now, we met over Instagram and he had like DM'd me. He was like, hey, like would love to just meet you, like get coffee sometime, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah, totally, I'm down. And I'm like sitting in this coffee shop waiting for him to get there. I was like, I have no idea what he looks like. Like no idea.
You have no
he
idea.
Had never posted a photo of himself. And I was just like, so I'm like sitting, and he knew what I looked like. So obviously, like,
you're just
we
gonna
found
sit
each
there
other.
and just wait until somebody approaches you.
Yeah, but it was like super funny because I was like, I never want that to like be the case, like with me. But yeah, and I mean, posting photos of myself, I have like a bunch of brand work I do with like a curly hair company called Diva Curl, and I used to like, loved their products, but like they're so expensive, and now they like send me them for free, and so like I was like, thank you.
Send it through.
And it's all because I like put myself out there and stuff. Yeah, and I do a lot of stuff for them now, and like we go on like brand trips and stuff. So it's fun.
You never realize who's gonna come across your content.
Exactly.
And it could be that one there might be 10 views on a YouTube video, but the 10th view is somebody that owns a brand or that wants to work with you.
Well, and even Urban Outfitters, when they first sent me stuff, they wanted me to wear it. They weren't asking me to shoot it on models at
They just
first.
said, here's stuff.
They literally just sent me a box and they were like, we love your style. Here.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It definitely is good to like put yourself out there, especially if you're a photographer.
Yeah.
So
one of your captions, or actually it wasn't a caption, it was a past interview that I had read and said, I'm passionate about being real.
Oh yeah.
Why?
That's a big one. Oh, I haven't heard that. And you dug deep down there.
Of course.
No, I mean, just like I said, like photographers who don't post photos of themselves. I'm like, okay, so this isn't really your life. This is a picture you took of a model. Like, it's great, but like, who are you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's so much like fake on social media. Like everyone's like face tuned and like everyone has lip fillers. And I'm just like, you're all ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just don't really like that.
It's a weird balance because you see, you go through somebody's Instagram and I feel like every podcast I always end up talking about Instagram, but it's the biggest social media platform that everybody knows.
It's like my entire life, basically. Now.
And it's a resume.
Whether you like it or not.
It's really a resume of what this person does. And we see these like snapshot photos of a split second, and we think, obviously, this person's doing great things. And, you know, they're like yourself, they're touring or they're doing all these incredible things. So we forget that behind those photos is just another human being.
Literally. That
has their own things going on, struggles and happiness. And, but I think it's important to be real and like to tell your story. And to obviously,
that's why I try and like share my life and stuff on my social media as well as like my professional work.
Yeah.
And like some people are like, oh, like you cuss too much on Twitter. Like you're so ridiculous on the internet. And I'm like, okay,
that's one. That's what Twitter's for. You're supposed to let it fly.
I'm not that crazy on the internet compared to some people.
Yeah.
Like I do have a lot of like drunk Snapchats, drunk Insta stories, but like they're never like me doing anything like fully insane. It's usually just me like at a louder volume than I usually am at. I'm like, oh my God. And like, yes, it's annoying, but it's not like that bad. And that's my life. I'm sharing my life.
That post those and then the next morning they delete them.
Oh my God,
as if we didn't. Are you
deleting
them?
Fully me.
Come on, you gotta leave them up there. Be real.
If it's not like that bad, like if I can watch it like 2 or 3 times without being like, oh my God, then I'll like leave it up.
The tough part for you is you end up having so many people that end up already seeing it.
Yes.
If it goes up for even
I'll wake up and like 4,000 people have already seen it. I'm like, I mean, I could delete it, like prevent another 4,000 from seeing it. But
let's just let it roll. Like let them see it.
Yeah.
What's been one of the biggest lessons you've learned through photography?
Like life lessons, photography lessons.
Let's go life lessons.
I don't know. I would probably say like being nice to people is like super key.
Yeah.
Like I'm really nice, but I also used to be kind of like nice in the way that I was like a little bit of a pushover.
Yeah.
But like I've always been like very like polite and like whatever, like trying to get to know people all the time. And that's really good because like networking is a huge part of the job. So you want people to like you. Of
course.
Or you're not going to get any jobs.
Yeah.
Like you cannot be an asshole.
Yeah.
Or everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, that photographer, she's kind of good, but she's an asshole. You don't want to tour with her, you know? So yeah.
Being a nice person never hurts you.
It never does.
Never.
And it's also really funny because then when I'm the nice person, I'm like looking around and I'm like, I can spot all the mean people.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she's a bitch. Yeah.
I'm not working with her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
and
yeah.
I'm also guessing too, is it probably teaches you to being a photographer to build those social skills and not be shy to have conversations and to break the ice with people.
Yeah, I'm always trying to get to know people. Always like showing kindness and stuff because I'm like, you never know who could end up getting you a job or like, you know, wanting you to like do some campaign for them or like whatever. Yeah. So approach everything with an open mind and like be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you told yourself going into 2018 you wanted to start creating vlogs.
Oh my God, it's so hard. Like,
how's it going?
I did one.
Yep.
I did one.
Yep.
So I'm not
one vlog
like
a month,
falling
right?
off the wagon yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to do YouTube for like a while because back when I was like on Tumblr and stuff, my YouTube videos would get like 12 to 15,000 views. And I was like, I could like do something with this. And then I stopped making them. And then I don't know. And now it's like,
you weren't enjoying it or?
It just got like when I was like in college and stuff, like doing too much stuff. Like I wasn't doing enough fun stuff to make a video. And then I didn't have enough free time to do all the editing and everything else it takes.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I travel all the time. I'm like hang out with fun people. Like I have such awesome like memories. And I'm like, then I don't have any video or anything of any of them. Yeah. So I'm going to start trying to do that. But it's like so time consuming.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I put myself at like one a month, I think I can.
I think the hardest part is actually like doing it. Like the process of like, oh, I need to pull out my camera, play. All right, guys, we're out here on the vlog. Yeah. I do it too. Like when I'm
it's so hard.
doing certain things, I'm like, I should vlog this to capture the moment. But then part of me is like, I'm not even like living in the moment because I'm so caught up in trying to capture it.
Yeah.
Like I want to get to a
point.
point.
And I'm always like holding my camera and like holding a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and then, like,
especially you.
Trying to like whip out my phone and like vlog. I'm like, I always forget to do that.
Is that what you're vlogging on right now? Is your iPhone?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
You just put it on 1080p and HD resolution and it looks like a camera.
Isn't
People
that
don't
beautiful?
even know that. People go out and buy vlog cameras and I was like, your phone literally
is a
has
vlog.
the same quality.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So I've just been doing that.
What else do you want to do this year? Or maybe not even this year. What's big on the list for next? And I'm not even talking with artists or there's got to be
just
a big,
like in life.
Yeah, there's got to be a big picture item because obviously you have all these pieces moving.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you working towards? What do you think?
I mean, this year I want to travel a lot more. Like last year, I did 2 tours, but it was both like continental US kind of. And then I went to Morocco over the summer to to visit family. But this year I want to like travel more for fun. I want to do Bali and Thailand.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I want to do somewhere in Europe. I think me and my friends are going to go to London for like spring break. I'm like on perpetual spring break, but like
you gotta go somewhere warm.
They actually go to school.
Go to Cancun, do the typical.
I want to like do something more artsy than like margaritas. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm thinking England, and I want to do at least one more big tour this year. I want to do 2, but I'm like, I'll.
What do you mean by big tour? City wise, or are we talking venue wise?
Like length. Okay. Like I did 2 almost 3-month tours last year, and so I really like that. So I want to do like at least one more this year, but I'd be happy doing 2. But yeah, I really don't know. I'm kind of like setting the bar kind of low for myself, so then anything I do is like amazing.
Great. No, that's genius. You don't want to like go in and have this anxiety of like, I need to go on this tour. I need to be working with this person. Yeah. And then it doesn't happen. You're like,
I'm just going to like see where it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
Other than your photography passion, you like food.
I love food.
You love food.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite spots or your ultimate dishes while you're in LA?
Ooh, in LA? Yeah. Okay, I have a list. Obviously Earth. People hate on Earth, and I'm like, I love Earth. Oh my God. Okay? But like, if you're
going to be there in West Hollywood later this afternoon, post it up.
I'm going to be at Sweet Green.
I love the people that sit. I'll drive by at Earth at like 8 p.m. on a Tuesday, and it's still slamming. Everybody's outside.
It's like, so good. That's why it's always slamming.
Oh my God.
Okay. Anyway, so I like Earth. Just putting that out there. You can judge me if you want. But like other places that like aren't Earth and like are a little more like upscale. I really like Katsuya.
Okay.
And Granville, because their mac and cheese is crazy.
Their big mac and cheese.
Yeah,
right?
The Granville on Ventura in Studio City.
I've actually heard good things about that. I haven't been.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like a great like bar and stuff too. So like me and my friends like meet up there all the time. What are my other faves? Nobu's a fave when I'm like with rich people.
That place is
like Nobu,
cheap.
Like the nice guy. Like I have expensive taste. So like,
gentlemen, if you're listening, take notes because she ain't gonna be cheap.
Yeah. The nice guy's so good. I don't know. There's so many good food spots. There's this grilled cheese place on Melrose, Greenspan's Grilled Cheese.
Yeah. And
it's like a do-it-yourself grilled cheese bar. Like
you put in the ingredients.
No, but like you pick everything. Like you pick the bread. You pick from like 18 different kinds of cheese. Like you can pick veggies. You can pick whatever. It's insane.
Wow.
It's super good.
Grilled cheese is slept on sometimes, I feel like.
It is.
It's amazing.
And that place is like artisanal grilled cheese. Like it's fancy as fuck.
Every bite is just melts in your mouth.
It's so good. So that's a fave. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really into like sushi, anything with cheese, alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, alcohol.
It's a little bit. My 3 main food groups.
Like, throw it in the mix. Yeah. I mean, that's the good thing about touring too, right? You're going into all these new cities and you get to try all this different food.
Yeah. Some of the cities have better food than others.
What would you say this top 3?
I mean, like obviously like LA, New York, San Francisco, Portland even has amazing food. But then like,
how about the random? Is there like a random city that's slept on?
Oh my God. Last year I had my birthday in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
It was the worst birthday of my life. Actually, it wasn't the worst birthday. Like
Bridgeport is an interesting.
But like I wasn't with any of my friends. Like I was with like Kiara and like the band and stuff, and they were all like super cool. But at that point, we hadn't really all known each other for that long.
Yeah.
So like the band guys like took me out for like tacos and margaritas, and like it was like fine, but I was like, Bridgeport, Connecticut sucks.
Coming at him. Coming at him.
I'm sorry if you're from there, but then like you probably know it sucks.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're celebrating your birthday. You're with just...
Exactly. Like, I wanted to have my birthday at, like, Catch or, like, you know, like something cool.
Super, like, LA.
Yeah. Or just something with, like, really good food. Like, the tacos were, like, fine, but it wasn't, like, the best tacos I've ever had, you know?
Yeah. They gotta stop.
So, like, I hate, like, the random tour stops. And even, like, when you're on the road and you're, like, driving for, like, 6 hours at a time and then you stop somewhere and the only places to eat are, like, McDonald's and Subway. I'm like,
that happens in the middle of the country, right? When you're out
I was
in,
like, I'll just take a water, like,
yeah.
Honestly.
We'll wait till the next city. Let's speed this process up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough part. I've been on the road twice, and these are not anywhere scaled to the size of you, the tours you've been on. But
I mean, even on the Olivia O'Brien tour, we were in a Sprinter, and so we were driving everywhere like during the day. Yeah, and we'd have to stop in these random ass places. Like,
not ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
No.
If you had to wake up every morning and read either a word or a sentence or a phrase, what would you want it to say? Read it every morning, and you read it before you go to bed every night.
Right when I get up?
Yeah, right when you get up and right when you go to sleep. What would it say?
I don't even know. I don't think there's anything I would want to read for the rest of my life.
How about this? You don't even have to read it. You can hear it. Morgan Freeman's going to say it to you when you wake up in the morning.
Oh, okay. Something along the lines of like, get shit done.
Get shit done.
Because I feel like that would be like motivating for me.
Yes.
To like get up out of bed every day and hear that.
And it's Morgan Freeman's
Because sometimes
voice.
I need that.
Yeah. It's not always easy to get up sometimes. And obviously, we all have these checklists of items to do, but...
like as a freelancer, I don't have a schedule. So I'm like, do I even have to get up?
No,
like,
you don't have to.
No, I can do all my emails on my phone and like go back to bed.
That's the dream job, right? Wake up, send a couple emails, go back to bed.
So sometimes I'm really lazy. But then like once I put myself on a schedule, I go everywhere on time and I'm like really good about it.
So when you're home, do you have like a routine? Do you have like, are you a morning bird? Are you late night owl?
I get up at like 8:30ish, go to the gym, do emails and stuff when I come back. I don't know. And then it kind of depends like if I have a shoot that day or if I have to do like brand stuff. I have to like pull my furniture out from my wall and like set up like a thing in front of my window. Yeah. So it's a whole like thing if I have stuff to shoot.
You're making it work.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, like usually there's no like set in stone like every single day. Like every day is different.
Yeah.
So
but the gym is always... The gym's always there.
I try and fit it in every day because if I don't, I will get so lazy and I would just sleep forever and yeah. So
I found that the gym is like that it's a good way to break my day in half. So I'll go usually in the middle of the day, mid-afternoon and work all morning, go to the gym,
and then
like
chill.
Decompress a little bit, have some food and then get back to it. But
it's a good way to like just like clear my mind and like not think about anything that's going on my phone and
put on vibrate, worry about it later and get back to it. What is the hardest part about following a dream, do you think? Because you've been following yours for a long time.
Yeah, but like, I guess I would say the hardest part is like, what is the dream? Like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't know. Because I didn't really know I wanted to do any of this, and then it just kind of happened, and now it's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess I would say like pinpointing, like being like, okay, this is what I want to do. Like that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Because you're like, there are so many things you could be doing, and then you have to like figure out like exactly what it is that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that you never really had it. Like when you went into the photography class and then you went to the Macklemore show to just shoot because you needed to shoot. Mm-hmm. This wasn't like the game plan wasn't become. Huge photographer.
The game plan was never like become a concert photographer. Like at that point I definitely didn't know what I wanted to do like with life, but I wasn't like, okay, like this is my life now.
Yeah.
And it still hasn't really occurred to me that like I'm still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that is kind of crazy. I respect it so much and it's so cool because we always see the photos of people, but we forget like that somebody had to take that. And you are the one. Like you are the one that's everywhere. Like,
thanks.
Everywhere.
I try.
It's crazy.
I try.
Over at least the last couple of years when I've started to get familiar with your content, I would somehow, some way find my way back to you. It'd be like, who posted this?
Yeah, for a while I was like kind of shooting everyone at once. And then when I started doing tours with like one single person, it definitely like narrowed that down. But yeah.
Festivals obviously help too because if you go to
Festivals
a festival, every artist is there.
Yeah, we did Coachella last year. But like you're not allowed to take photos in the artist area. And I was like, oh my God.
Come on.
So right outside Kiara's trailer was like Ariana Grande and Mac Miller were like sitting at this table, and like me and Mac follow each other on Insta, so we like said what's up, and I was like, I want to take a picture of them so bad. And I like couldn't do it.
Perfect. That would be
literally.
So you're not allowed. They're not. Nobody.
We had like a full convo too. Like Ariana was like, I love your sunglasses. Like, where did you get those? And I was like, do you want them? Take them off my head. Like you can have them.
Can I take a picture of you? Just wear it. You can
literally.
Have these.
But they have like these like security people like walking around because you're not supposed to have like cameras out because obviously some people don't want their photo taken.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to take photos of anyone backstage, and so they were eyeing me while I'm like talking.
You should be like the one person that gets the green light.
Emma Watson was there sitting at the table right next to us. And I was like holding myself back from asking like so many Hogwarts questions. And oh God, who else? There were so many people that I was just like, wow, it'd be really cool if I could take your pick right now. Yeah, like Amine was talking to Emma Watson. Oh, it was.
That's a mix.
And this was just like in our little trailer section. Like they have like 15 of them where all like the artist trailers are like surrounded like in like picnic tables in the middle and stuff.
Yeah.
So people would hang out in the ones that are like their trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
Wow.
I saw a lot of really cool people. Met some great people, but yeah, you can't take pics.
That's
so
lame.
It sucked. Yeah.
Lame. They gotta give you the green light.
I was really gonna try and like sneak them, but then I was like, oh, I don't want them to take my camera away from me.
That would probably be a bigger problem.
Exactly.
Then you can't take any photos of people.
Yeah.
Then you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
How important has it been for you to know your worth?
I mean,
I know everybody wants their photo taken.
It's super important.
Everybody wants a free pic. They're gonna put you on.
I mean, I don't mind like taking like free pics here and there, especially with like friends or like, you know, like a model I've really wanted to shoot with, or like even an artist. Like I'll go and I shoot an artist like first show for free, and then they're like, wow, I really like her photos.
Really good.
And they keep hiring me. Yeah. So
you know how to do it. This ain't your first rodeo.
Exactly. So I don't really mind that, but like, I don't know. Are you referring to my tweets from last night? Like,
no, I actually had this question, but then I like this morning was skimming and I was like, well, this is interesting because
I have literally like this week I have had 3 like major artists and like companies come to me being like, hey, will you like shoot this and like everything and like spend like 12 hours of your day and like do this for free? And I was like, bitch, no,
not today.
Oh my God, I want to spill tea right now, but I can't spill tea. So it's just been ridiculous. And I'm like, that's like offensive.
Yeah. So how do you respond to that? Because you clearly aren't looking for that.
I was like, because so they were like, oh, can you like shoot all this stuff and like do all this bullshit? And I was like, what's your budget? And they were like, oh, well, like we're really like doing this and like you'll get like exposure and it's like really good for your brand. Like this campaign's gonna be huge. I was like, is it really gonna?
You gotta know.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you can't buy groceries with exposure. Like
people don't. I would never.
So
I would never even think to consider to send that to an email to somebody. Be like, hey, come on to my podcast because I'm gonna give you exposure.
Like,
and somebody that's clearly like yourself. You got enough going on that you're gonna put me on. Like, you know.
It was just like, I don't know. One of the jobs I was like, okay, like maybe I could do it for free. It was like for a homie and stuff. But then I was like, it's so much work that I'm like, really, you can't even give me like a couple $100. Like, kind of dumb. And then like the other 2 were like these just like major brands. And I'm like, I literally know you can afford to pay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're paying other people that you're asking for this. Like, I was just like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. So I declined them all. But yeah.
Is it hard to say no?
Like, not really. If I'm not getting paid, it's pretty easy to say no.
It's pretty easy at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all about like giving people value, but obviously it gets to a point where it's like, okay, it's going to be 12 hours of my day or it's going to actually cost me to lose money on something, then I'm not going to do it. But if I can help somebody or give them, like advice, it's like, all right, it's not a big deal. But people need to, what comes so natural to me, I realize is not natural to other people, and respecting other people's time and just knowing who has the leverage in the conversation. That is so important, but people will overstep themselves and they just look stupid. And it's you can't even backtrack it at that point. It's going to take you 15 moves back just to get to that same type of conversation with somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't make me want to work with any of them in the future. Yeah. But I'm also like, if you can come up with a budget, like I really don't mind going back and like having that conversation. But I was like, I'm not doing shit for free. Like, no.
Nope. Like, see ya later.
Literally.
See ya later. What is Nesrin's purpose? What do you think?
Oh, that's a big question.
Big purpose. It's not easy.
I mean, I really just like to make stuff that like people like to look at.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, something that like brightens your day or makes you think or like whatever that may be. I don't really know. As far as like a really like deep purpose, I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool. I mean, even just
I just like to make cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Stuff that makes people feel.
Yeah.
Like, do you post stuff that with the intentions of like, is there a certain type of feeling, or is it just? I know.
I kind of like post what I like. Right now I'm trying to like, my feed looks like garbage. Like when I came back from tour, I was like so bored, had nothing to shoot. Like, I don't know, my Instagram now just like doesn't even look good. So I'm trying to get back to like shooting stuff I actually really am into and like is stuff that I'm like proud to share rather than just like posting for the sake of posting.
Yeah.
So yeah. Because when I'm doing that, I like don't feel, I'm like, I don't
You
like
post
this.
in your-
No one else likes this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. What are we doing here? So
Is there like a certain thing you do enjoy the most posting? Is it more like the portraits? Is it the concert photography?
like tour pics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Olivia had a lot of fun on the road, and all my like show photos of her and like portraits, because she wears like really crazy outfits. She has like a really cool.
So you love it. That's like,
yeah, she's a
those are
really cool
amazing.
fashion sense. So it was like really fun to like shoot with her every day, and I liked all the photos. So that was something I had a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah.
Before I get into the closing questions, this is when I reverse the role. I allow my guests
Oh, that's so hard.
to ask me any one
You
question.
literally told me that, like-
I'll buy you some time.
You told me that like an hour ago, and I still haven't thought of a question.
So there's 2 rules to it. It cannot be about the podcast.
Okay.
And 2, it can't be a question that I asked you today. So it can be any question that you want. I'm going to talk for a couple of seconds and give you some time to think about it. It can be about anything you want to know about me. It can be just a general question. It could be something that's on your mind right now. Any one question.
What is your spirit animal?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It's a great one.
Probably a lion.
Why?
Because when I think of a lion, I think of just like fierce and
Okay.
like ready to tackle anything that comes across it, and it doesn't matter what comes in front of it, it's ready to fight, and I'm ready to fight.
Okay.
I'm just ready to go. I also feel like a lion's like a king.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm a king.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't think I'm like some ego-driven guy, but I like the idea of just greatness.
Okay. Solid answer.
Yeah, that's
I'll
not bad.
accept it.
That was a good question.
I'll take it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was a good question. Closing question for you.
Okay.
I want you to imagine there's a picture frame on the wall. Okay.
Okay.
In that picture frame is you 10 years from now.
Ugh.
You'll look beautiful, all right? You'll look beautiful.
Okay.
10 years from now, what and who else do we see within that picture frame?
Probably just like me chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah. I don't know. Because like 10 years, I'd be 32.
Young. Very young. Young.
Getting there. Getting old. I don't know. Oh, I'm like,
Where do you think it would be taken?
I'm like, would I be married? Like, where would I be living? Like, would I have gone off the grid for 10 years and like reappeared in Fiji as a coconut farmer? Like, I don't know
coconut farmer.
where
That'd be
I'll be
kinda
at that
dope.
point in my life.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You don't have to know. That's the thing. That's what I've always I've
I would
realized.
probably have a cat. I'm a cat person.
You're a cat person?
Yeah, so I would definitely have a cat. Honestly, I'll probably still be living in Portland.
Yeah. That's always going to serve as the home base.
I feel like I won't be living in Portland, but like I'll wish I was living in Portland. I love it. I just love it there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Ooh,
That sounds like a city I got to check out because
It's great.
You've spoken very highly of it.
It's pretty great.
It's not, I mean,
Like we don't really need any more people moving there.
Yeah,
so, but you can
don't-
come visit.
don't visit if you're listening. Don't visit.
No, you can come visit.
Yeah.
Everyone can come visit.
nobody can live there.
Yeah, don't buy a house.
Please don't buy a house
Yeah.
there. Where can people find you on social media if they don't already follow you?
You don't already follow me?
Yeah, like what? You should probably just end this podcast right now.
Rude.
Like-
Okay. I am Blackprints on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. I'm Blackprints with an underscore on Twitter if you want to see my emo rants.
Email.
I am Loch Ness Monster on Snapchat, like Loch Ness Monster, but with Z's instead of S's. And Snapchat is selfies to try and make my exes jealous, and also some drunk videos. And my website, my portfolio, if you actually like want to book me for a shoot or do something professional.
This is where it drops.
NesrinDanan.com. I think that's all my bases. Oh, YouTube.
YouTube. The
It
vlog
may,
life.
it may not last
the
long.
The vlog life.
It may not last long.
Come on.
We don't know how long YouTube's going to be around for.
Once a month. Once a month.
Once a month. But
Yep.
I'm just Blackprints on YouTube too. So
You're gonna start crushing. We're gonna start seeing a lot more vlogs. Eventually, it's gonna get to a weekly.
I told myself I was going to vlog yesterday because I had this like huge shoot and I
didn't do it.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You got enough.
Didn't
to
even start it.
You got enough to focus on with just the actual shoot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe get another person to film it for you.
I think that's what I need to do to like behind the scenes stuff because it's just too hard for me to like hold my phone.
Yeah, you got enough to keep your head on the swivel.
But that's all my stuff.
Follow her, book her, and make sure you don't email her saying that you're going to put her on because she doesn't need to be put on.
Literally, no normal people do that. It's just those giant companies with tons of money that are like, maybe she'll do it for
free. They just blast out these emails and like, all right, if she does it, she's sick. If not, we're just going to go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Last question for you.
Okay.
Before the last question, actually. Thank you for coming on the podcast today. I appreciate you
me.
taking time out of your busy schedule.
It's fine.
While
yeah,
in LA
thanks for having me.
And elaborating and opening up.
It's been fun.
I'm very happy. And I know there's definitely some listeners that I've had that have asked for you, so I'm glad we could make this happen. So you guys, I did it for you guys, all right? So thank you.
Yeah.
Last question for you. What 2 to 3 pieces of advice would you give to someone that is trying to find a passion, trying to find their purpose, might not have found it, and is in the process of trying to find it?
I mean, just like always keep trying new stuff. Mm-hmm. Like that's one thing I even tell like young photographers. I'm like, just take pics until you figure out what you're good at taking pics of.
Yeah.
Trying new stuff and like networking is a big one. Like being nice to everyone and like talking to everyone and just kind of making connections wherever there seem to be opportunities for that, and just like you never know what you're gonna end up doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Networking is so huge.
Networking is key.
Yeah.
And people really overlook that, and like especially in LA, everyone's like, oh, like
yeah,
I don't want to talk to anyone with less than 200,000 followers.
Oh my god.
Just like dumb shit like that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Take advantage of that.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Nesrin, Danan, Blackprints.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through. I
Thanks.
appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next time.